What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Light It Up with me, Sam, and this video is basically just a bit of a update, catch up. People have been sending me messages asking about my leg and stuff like that, so I thought I'd do sort of a beginning of autumn check-in with all the stuff that's going on and has been going on in the last few weeks. It's been very exciting and got lots of news and lots of plans for the future. So it won't be too much of a long one, so stick in and you can find out all the info. So first up, let's talk about last weekend. I did Copenhagen half marathon. It was incredible. I was going to say absolutely there, but I didn't. Yeah, it was really, really good. The rain was epic. I feel like it's like the best video I've done. It's funny because like a parkrun video where you say about someone shouting or getting angry gets like 22,000 views, and then this incredible race and effort and editing and all that gets way less. But that's just the way YouTube is. I'm not doing it for the views. I absolutely loved making that video and doing the editing and the music, so thank you so much to everyone that's commented on it and liked it and shared it and all that other jazz. An update, because I'm doing a giveaway to celebrate my 1 year anniversary and reaching 2,000 followers, which I have now done. So you had to write on Instagram, send me a message of the code word that's on that video. So if you haven't yet, watch the video. It's really early on in the video. I just say it almost straight away. And then message me and follow me on Instagram, and you can win yourself a pair of Adidas Evo SLs, which I think, oh look, I got them here, that's handy. Pair of Adidas Evo SLs, not these ones, these are stinky and old and used. You get yourself a brand new pair that I'll buy you, and you get some Enitor insoles, which I'm going to talk about in a bit because they have saved my legs, I think, and some Sums socks too. So they very kindly were donated by Sums and Enitor, and I bought the Adidas shoes myself because Adidas do not care. So thank you to everyone who's been following the training series so far that I started just over a month ago now. For those of you who haven't been following that, I'm trying to beat my 10k PB of 39.16 by the time I run Hove 10k mid-October time. So it's roughly a month away, I think it is. I'll have to check the dates. Small setback, as some of you may have seen in the few videos beforehand. Training's been going brilliantly. I've been doing the Norwegian Singles Approach and it is so up my street. I love it. I've been seeing some incredible gains. I've been taking about a minute off my 5k time per week, and so I was on track to be easily running a sub 20 this week and even last week, but I made a small mistake in that I went out for a training run at the end of the week, my longest run yet. I was already quite tired and I didn't wear the insoles that I've been wearing in those shoes all the time. I've been wearing these Enitor insoles, which have a really high arch, really support your arch and make you sort of go on the outside of your foot, which is exactly how I want to run. And I just plodded round and didn't think about it, and nothing came of it. I felt fine afterwards. And then the day after, I had a real pain in my, what I believe to be my IT band. I have had it before when I did my first marathon and I ran in Alpha Flies on cambered roads, and halfway through both my IT bands were completely on fire. And so I'm aware of what that feels like, and I'm pretty sure it was. I took the whole week off last week and rested, went to the gym once and it didn't feel great. Went to a physio. He said, yep, it's fine. You're not going to do any major damage. Your knee ligaments are all good. Your leg is strong. Like, he did all these tests and my knee was absolutely fine. No issues whatsoever. So I was very confident that it was just that. But it was touch and go for Copenhagen. And then I did the run. It was incredible. I regret absolutely nothing. Sometimes you've just got to do these things when the reward is big enough. And the reward of doing Copenhagen was definitely big enough. But it made my leg very angry. Immediately after, no pain whatsoever. I was completely and utterly pain-free walking around, and then around 5 hours later, 6 hours later, started to set in. The next day, I could barely walk. It was so stiff and painful. And today, so today is Saturday, so nearly a week later, 6 days later, is the first time where I'm moving around and it's not not feeling that bad, I'm so nerdy. I've made this injury tracker where you do pain, soreness, stability and stiffness, or 3 things: pain, stiffness and instability, and I rate it out of 10 morning, afternoon and evening, because what I found was with these injuries that I've had in the past, these little advances you don't really notice, you just get fed up of being injured all the time. But now you can really track, and it turns it into a percentage over the whole day on average. That it shows you where you're at, and I know I've been slowly getting better and better every day. And this is not a major injury whatsoever. I'm not even classing it as an injury. I'm just classing it as slightly angry leg after a very big effort that I definitely wasn't prepared for due to other injuries and stuff like that. So I should be good. I did have a half marathon planned next week and then a half marathon after that, and I've just called those, Barnes Green and Hastings. I've deferred them. I've deferred Barnes Green till next year, and I've deferred Hastings until March, because it's the perfect tune-up race just before I start my taper for Brighton Marathon. So that works out perfectly. I don't want to rush it. I don't want to be doing these runs that the reward is not worth antagonizing my leg or anything like that. So I'm just gonna keep going steady. So what does this mean for the training series and Hove 10K? Well, I'm still gonna go for it. It's looking less likely that I'm gonna get the PB at Hove 10K, but fear not, because I have Brighton 10K about 3 to 4 weeks after that. So it's a sliding goal. I wanna get that 10K PB either at Hove or at Brighton. Hopefully Brighton I've got a bit longer so I can really smash it, maybe go sub 39 or even quicker if I can get my leg back on track and get training again. I'm so confident in the training that it's the perfect training for me to not injure myself. Yes, I have hurt my leg slightly, but it was based on a silly mistake, not a training issue. So I'm happy with that. Yeah, I'll be back running, hopefully nice and easy at some point, maybe next week, or I might leave it a whole week again just to make sure that everything's calmed down. I've got some rehab stretches and routines and massages and stuff that I'm doing to make sure that it's all good, and yeah, we're going to crack on from there. So what's in the future? So we've got Hove 10K, then we've got Brighton 10K in November, and then we've got Seville half marathon, and I really want to give that a go. So the aim after Brighton is just to keep doing what I'm doing, slowly build up as we get towards marathon season, but the half marathon is the aim. I would love it to run a really fast half marathon, so definitely a PB. A 129 would be amazing, but looking at 126, 127, I think I've got the training structure and I've definitely got the ability within me to run that sort of speed. I just have to stay consistent and avoid his injury. So I've got to be really on it with shoe choices, using my insoles, stretching, mobility, keep going with my strength training twice a week, really making sure those strength sessions are targeting those key muscles, tendons, ligaments, and all of that other stuff. So yeah, I'm going to be carrying on, cracking on with that. And then after Seville, we're then looking at Brighton half marathon and Hastings half marathon as sort of tune-up races for Brighton marathon. And I can't wait to do that. I'm going to do another big training series all around those things, and I'm going to do a course preview like I did last time that I know lots of people got a lot out of. Hopefully I'll be able to run it this year rather than ride my bike around. So I can't wait, and in that run up I'm going to do some meetups and some runs and park runs to meet lots of run fans and do lots of sort of community based stuff. And the idea for Brighton Marathon is we're going to have a light it up run zone. It's going to be really hot. We're going to have ice lollies and ice being handed out and music. And I've got lots of cool ideas to hopefully help people out during that time. And depending on what sort of time I'm looking to run, the aim is a sub 3 would be incredible, but if not, a 3:10 if I'm, I don't want to push it too hard and go overboard. So I definitely want to get some pace groups together for people who do want to run sub 3, people who want to run 3:10, and lots of other paces. So we're going to start that community, get people going, because the paces at Brighton are fantastic, but having a bit more information and being able to prep runners and chat so you know exactly what splits they're going to be running would be really cool. So if you're running Brighton Marathon, you're booked in and you want to be part of a pacer group, or you would love to pace people, let me know in the comments or message me on Instagram and we can start building that community. So anyone running 3 hours or 3:10, definitely get in touch with me and we can start building some groups to be running together and sharing the workload and all that stuff. So yeah, really exciting, got lots coming up. And yeah, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone. We've hit 2,000 subscribers. We're already into 2015, I think, which is so cool. Thank you to everyone who's been getting involved with all the training. I love doing the training series as well as the parkrun videos, but I feel you get much more of a connection in that. I'm going to be making a big effort on Instagram to post lots more content and do lots of short form stuff, but the long form is not going to go away. That's what I really have a passion for and love doing. So I'm going to keep doing that. So thank you very much to everyone. And I will see you in a race very soon once I've stopped hobbling around a little bit. I'm not hobbling, I'm totally fine. I'm fine. Yeah, thanks very much. I'll see you next time. Yeah.